Hey Isaac, so this is how I brew coffee for pour over. So I've got an electric kettle. The importance here is that you've got precision in how you pour it, and it can constantly stay at the right temperature. I've got my burr grinder, a scale for measuring out the coffee, and of course the pour over. So I'm going to do about an 8-ounce pour, which for me I'm going to be using 20 grams of coffee. So I'm going to weigh out 25 since I'll lose some in the grinder. Got it set to a pretty medium grind. While that's grinding, I'm going to get the water boiling. So now I'm going to weigh out the 20 grams of coffee that I'm actually going to brew. It's pretty close, so I'm going to use all of it. So, a couple things for getting the pour over started. Got a dry filter, clean pour over, and the funnel, and a clean cup. So first we're going to wash the filter, and that will also warm the cone and the cup. Hey, Eva.
Cook that?
Making coffee.
That's my turn, me. That's my turn, me.
No, no touch.
I can't see. Daddy, it's not when you come back.
So pour out that wash water. Make sure it's all out of the funnel. Transfer the coffee into the filter. Try to distribute it evenly. Very quickly going to make sure that the water is back up to the right temperature. Listen for that boil.
Daddy. Daddy.
Hey, Eva.
Daddy, come here.
So then I'm going to do what's called blooming the grounds. I put just a very small amount
Daddy?
of water in here to try to wet the grounds.
Yeah. Yes, Daddy. I said so. Daddy, it's not
So that'll take about 30 seconds.
Daddy. Daddy. Come here. Daddy. Daddy.
Hi, Ava. Hi, Ava.
What?
I'm making coffee.
No.
Daddy's making coffee.
Yeah.
So you'll see that the grounds actually start to swell up as the coffee grounds absorb the water. So that'll help the extraction. You see the bubbles? That's the CO2 getting released. If you don't see any bubbles, it's probably stale grounds. So it looks like the bloom is done. I'm going to slowly start adding water. Try to pour it from a good height to stir it up.
Mommy, right
You can also agitate it with a spoon. Make sure you don't rip the filter. As this is going, I like to keep turning the water kettle back on to make sure that the temperature is always right. Not right now, buddy.
I want to make a coffee.
We're making a coffee video for Isaac.
No, I want to do it. I want to help you. I want to help you, Daddy. I want to help you.
Okay, you can stand right here.
There's new coffee. There's a new coffee.
Yeah. Don't touch. It's hot. So you want to make sure that you don't pour water down the sides of the filter if possible, because the water can slip behind the filter and then you're going to just get straight water and it won't be serving to extract at all, and it will taste disgusting. So if you look at Intelligentsia, which is kind of the standard for
There's new
brewing
water.
of everything.
There's new water.
Yeah, new water, hot water.
There's hot water.
Intelligentsia will put their mug and everything on a scale, and they will brew to a certain weight of water. The weight of the added extracted coffee doesn't really add to anything, so they brew to the same weight every time. But I don't have a scale like that, otherwise I would. So as the pour over is extracting, the coffee will settle out to the bottom, and certain parts will get over extracted and some will be under extracted. So that's why the stirring with the spoon can help for the agitation. And I'm just brewing to an estimated level in the cup, because I know about what 8 ounces is.
Hey, it's getting empty on there.
It's trying. See, look.
I would nuke that. Picture you nuke that. You make that.
So you don't want to finish the pour over by the water in the cone running all the way to the bottom.
Hey, bud, come here.
There's always going to be some water left over in the filter.
And stop.
So that's looking pretty good. So I'm just going to transfer this over to a blank cup. Let that drain out.
Then you're just
And there's our cup.
And they're still full.
Yeah.
They're still full.
You can kind of see. You
You see they drink.
can see the oils on the top.
Oil.
So a lot of the flavor is going to be in that oil.
And flavor gonna be oil.
Yep. And that's it. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Carter, look at the camera and say bye.
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 Bye.